Hey, thanks for joining me. I am Paige Miller, your host of my podcast. It's the one with Paige the Framer, and I am known as Paige the Framer on the interwebs. So you can follow me in all the places. I am most active on Instagram. I do have a Facebook page for my shop, which is Frame and Fiber, which is a yarn and picture framing shop in Point Pleasant, New Jersey. So you can check me out as well. There is a Ravelry group for this podcast, and it is called Friends of Frame and Fiber. Crap, I always forget. I'll put it here. Okay, so I think those are all the places. Check out any other information you might need about the podcast or about my shop or anything that I am doing. You can check the down bar where I will link all of that information. So I vended for the first time at New Jersey Sheep and Wool along with Allison, who is the owner of Daisy Lane Design, and we had a great time. It was great. I am so happy we did it. I am hoping to do lots more fiber festivals in the future. My knitty mats went over very well, and I thank all of you who came out and supported and bought my knitty mats. There are a few things that I want to change about the way I display them at a fiber festival. You know, you live and learn. So I do have some left over. I made a ton because I will be vending in a couple other places too, so I didn't want to have to keep such a momentum of work going. I wanted to get as much done as I could. Momentum of work? That didn't make any sense in my head, or it made sense in my head. It didn't make any sense when I said it. So yeah, knitty mats. I will be doing a shop update for the knitty mats, so if you are interested and would like to get your hands on one before they get so popular that you can't get them, go to FrameandfiberNJ on Etsy, and that's where I will be having the shop update. I am not listing all of them at once because I do need to reserve some for the other vending opportunities that I have coming up. Plus I need to keep some in the shop. I did make a ton, like I said. A ton was made. But here they are. This is what it looks like framed. And this is what it looks like unframed. So, gosh, that was really loud, wasn't it? I have my windows open. I wonder if I should close them. Anyway, there's two options. Unframed, because I have made them all size 8 by 10, which is a standard size. Most of us have, you know, picture frames sitting around our house that are made for 8 by 10 photos or mats. So I figured you guys probably have a ton sitting around either in a closet or your basement or wherever, and maybe you could just pop one of these cute little guys into one of those frames. So yeah, there they are. That'll be up there. I'll probably have about 10 different styles up on Etsy at this point for you to see and for you to purchase. So check that out. Like I said, I'm really happy with the reception of my knitty mats. Did I thank you guys for your love and support and for buying my knitty mats? If I didn't, I think I did. Let me do it again. Thank you so much. Ooh, okay. I have a new setup today. I'm doing this from home. I'm trying to change it up a little bit. So I'm in my house. This is my TV room / guest room. And I'm using the bed for my table, so it's kind of messy. You didn't need to know any of that. I've always wanted to buy, and I never have, a Nostepinne. And so I bought one. Oh, you're not going to focus on this, are you? It's too small. Nope, I'm not going to bother with that one. So this is black walnut. Black walnut? Yes, black walnut. I love walnut because when I'm cutting walnut in the basement at the shop for a framing project, I love the way walnut smells when it's chopped. When the saw cuts it, it smells so good. And I just like the grain of walnut. It's super tight, super hard. So yeah, I've already used this and actually I'll show you. I'll show you what I used. Oh, sorry guys. So I wanted to use this and I didn't feel like knitting the other night because I was too tired. So I wound up yarn for my second farm girl shawl. Yes, I know, I told you I was obsessed with the yarn, the farm girl shawl. So these are the colors that I wound up on. Look at that. I feel like I'm holding a bowling ball right now. That looks so weird. Let me do one at a time. These are hedgehog fibers, and I can't remember. Yes, I can. Can I know? Isn't that a pretty ball of yarn? Fingering weight. I'm going to hold them double. This colorway is, let's see, it's sock yarn, hedgehog fibers, film noir. It's a pretty darn good color. I bought these ages ago when I was on vacation, not ages, about 2 years ago when I was on vacation in Florida. I bought these. And then this one is colorway. Why did I put this back in here? This is also hedgehog fibers, sock yarn, and the colorway is stone. Really? Stone. Or is this film noir and this is stone? Makes more sense if this is stone and if that's film noir. This is really pretty. It's like an off-white with speckles of reds and pinks and dark browns and like a beigey taupey color. Really pretty. I'm gonna guess that this is film noir and then this is stone, and I just mixed up my ball bands. And then the little mini that I'm going to pair with this, which I think is going to be so perfect. Yes, yes, that's perfect. I think this is either a Legacy Fiber Arts mini from their, shoot, I can't remember, or it's a Toad Hollow mini. I can't remember, but it's flippin' pretty. I wish I had a full skein of whatever this is, because this red and gray taupey goodness makes me super happy. But look, do you see how pretty they are? Hand wound by me on my Nostepinne. I'm a geek. Oh my gosh. Pals, I feel like I have so much to talk to you about. There has been so much happening recently. There's so much coming up. Yes, so much happening. I'm drinking seltzer. I love seltzer, raspberry seltzer. Okay, so let's talk about some of the things that are going on. So I've been hosting the fffinishalong. I started it a month ago. It ends, or it wraps up on the 21st of September, which is the last day of summer. The whole purpose was to finish whips that you already have started on your needles that you want to just get done, so when October 1st hits, you have a clear conscience about casting on all the things. So let's go into October 1st with no guilt. I don't know why I would have guilt, but anyway. I just want to have my needles cleared off. You guys who are participating, I'm very impressed with all of the pieces that you are knocking out of the park, that you're finishing. I would like to mention that Natalie Sheldon of Remembrances Pottery, holy mackerel woman, she has finished, I can't remember, but I feel like she's down to like 1 or 2 whips out of everything that she had on the needles. Or I think she may have actually finished, no, that's true. She finished everything that she had on the needles and cast on some more and was counting them, but they don't count because they're cast-ons. So she's finished. She's won the finish along because you clearly knocked it out of the park. You knocked it out of the park. Yeah, so you guys, and it's not just Natalie, so many of you are making so many cool things, and check out the Ravelry group, the thread for the finish along, so you can see some of the projects, or check out the hashtag on Instagram, which is fffinishalong. So I, on the other hand, have not knocked anything out of the park. I did finish my Markanda shawl, which I was super excited about. That was one of my whips. I've kind of sort of worked on 1 pair of socks, which I'm still not onto the second one yet, so that one's clearly not going to be finished. But I think I will have this finished and blocked before the 21st. I just don't know if it'll be considered finished, because if I want to steek this is my sweater, then I guess it won't count as being finished, but it will be off the needles. It'll be off the needles. So let's say that'll count. All right, so I finished 1 sleeve, and the other sleeve I'm right at where I'm going to be adding the color work. So would you like to see what I ended up with? I ended up with, that's the sleeve. I think that's pretty cool. Thank you guys for all of your support and encouragement and all of your really good ideas. Also, oh, I thought I messed up. Maybe I didn't mess up. Yes, I did. Okay. I did make a little bit of a mistake here, but I'm not ripping it out because it doesn't bother me and it's almost not noticeable. So the pattern calls for the hem and the neck and the sleeves, the end of the sleeves. It calls for a 2x2 rib, and by accident I did a 1x1 rib. Oh well, it's not a big deal at all. So I'll just do the other sleeve 1x1 too. So there she is. That is the pullover. I think I'll probably have this done, today's Saturday, so I'll probably have this done on probably by tomorrow night. I'll probably knit this tonight watching TV and maybe tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, and then I'll block it and I will try it on, and that will be the deciding factor. If I like the way it fits, I'll leave it a pullover. If not, we will be steeking, guys. We will be steeking. And if I decide to steek it, I will do a video for sure. So that is it. That's all I'm going to show you, because my socks, there's nothing worthy to be shown there. And the reason why I haven't had much going on with my finish along for myself is the amount of work that I've been doing at the shop. I've been working really late hours and getting home too late to sit down and knit, and then out early in the morning again. Just getting ready for the Fiber Festival and the other bending opportunities, and just getting ahead of things before the crazy Christmas rush comes, because at Frame and Fiber I do, it's 2 businesses essentially. It's the yarn shop and the frame shop, and the yarn shop will pick up because it'll be the season for, you know, all of the knitters really want to knit in the fall and the winter, so they'll be visiting. But also I get a ton of picture framing work for the holidays, so it's a little bit crazy. It's a little bit, I have to admit, it's a little bit hard to run 2 businesses like this. I mean, it's 1 business, but it's 2 different, I mean, you know, they're very different. So I've had a few late nights, which are fine. It's over with. I'm back to normal, but that is why I haven't had much knitting time. So hopefully I will get some more knitting in this weekend and get that finished. And if I do steek it, I promise to do a video. I shouldn't promise, because I am the worst at videos. You guys should know this by now. All right, is that it? Finish along. Oh my gosh, finish along. Oh, you know what I did not do again? I did not bring home with me the prizes for you guys for the finish along. Shoot, I wanted to show that to you, and I didn't make a video, which I was supposed to last time. So I will put a picture up on Instagram. That's what I'll do. Next week when I get to the shop, I'll take pictures and I'll put them on Instagram, because I want to get this up before then. So you will be, one lucky winner will win a nitty mat. So that's fun. I hope you want one. I was also going to do, oh, but shoot, this really, well, all right, yes. Anyway, I can't show you any of it because it's not here, so whatever. Nitty mat, some yarn, some needles, that's kind of those kind of things. Yeah, so look forward to that giveaway. I'm also going to be doing a random giveaway on Instagram just for my nitty mats, just to, you know, promote and spread the word about the nitty mats. And so what I will say this, like, I wanted to tell you guys just some of the things that I did learn at the festival. My display was really pretty, but it wasn't necessarily the best display for selling the nitty mats, because I had countertop, well, I'll show you a video. In the video you'll see it, but all the mats were at like belly high and then down, and so a lot of people didn't notice them down there. And so what in my head, I envisioned people looking through them and seeing all of the different patterns and all of the different fabrics and choosing them. They kind of just saw the first one and that was it. And so that didn't really work so well. And then what I'm thinking too is, in my head, because I make these and because I'm a picture framer, I know exactly what they are and what they're for. But a lot of people kind of didn't know what they were for. And I get that, because we're at a fiber festival, right? And you're expecting to see yarn, and you're expecting to see fiber and wool and sheep and anything and everything that has to do with the fiber arts. But then you see these little guys, and in my head they have a lot to do with the fiber world, because I make them. I consider myself a fiber artist, and they are fiber related fabrics. And then they're also in my head, which maybe I don't get across to you guys very clearly, is that it's, you know, I have the idea of this being holding, you know, your fiber memories. What did let me read this to you. I wrote a little thing on the back, and I guess maybe that wasn't enough to describe what I meant by these. So let me read this to you. All right, this little mat is perfect for holding your favorite crafty memories. My hope is that it will find its way into your creative space and rest among your most cherished and inspiring yarns, notions, and keepsakes. Thanks for adding a little bit of my creativity to yours. So that's what I wrote on the back, which is lovely and sweet and cute and blah, 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 blah. But I guess if you're not familiar with, and you don't know who I am, and you're not sure, like, I think maybe I need to spell it out clearer. What do you guys think? Just seeing the knit mats, like maybe knit mat isn't a good idea, even though the name, I mean, even though I love it. Like, maybe I should just write, you know, call them photo frames so people really understand what they are. I don't know if this has confused you guys. Like, if you weren't sure, well, what, like, I got the question several times from people, well, what do I put in it? Or what was the other question? They just didn't know, well, what are they for? And like I said, I'm not confused by it because I make it. And I'm a picture framer. So if you guys have any suggestions, if you are confused by them or any of that, you know, kind of, I'm looking for some constructive criticism, I guess is what I'm looking for. Be nice though. If you don't like them, that's okay. Don't say anything. But if you do like them or you are confused by them, please leave me a note. Because I would like to convey my message across, or I would like to get my message across to potential buyers. Yeah, I would like to get that message across, so then they will not be potential buyers, they will just be buyers. So yeah, if you could help me with that, that would be great. Anything else that I need to say to you? Oh yeah, I do. I'm so embarrassed. I feel like such a geek. Okay. Did you guys see my interview with Christy Glass? Did you see my hair? I did my hair. And I wore makeup. Oh my gosh, Christy Glass came to my shop and did an interview with me, and although I made fun of myself the entire time that I watched it, I was pretty impressed with how she made me out to not be such a geek. I didn't sound as much of a jackass as I thought I was sounding after she did the video with me. So that lady is very kind and very generous, and I'm very thankful for her visit, and I'm very thankful for her support, because she does a lot of, in my experience with her, which is not a lot, but the little bit that I have experienced, she is like behind the scenes totally supporting the people. Like, you might not even realize half of the stuff. Like, you think, oh, she does this video, so that's nice and she's supported, but she went beyond it, above and beyond, even after the video. I don't want to, like, you know, anyway, I just want to say that I'm really thankful. And so if you haven't seen the video, which I'm sure you have, if you haven't, check it out, because I did a video with Christy Glass. Okay, and so because of that video, in the past week, I've got a ton of new subscribers and a lot of new Instagram followers. So thank you so very much for subscribing. I was trying to understand, Miller today was, wait, let me go back. Yes, thank you all for subscribing. Welcome new viewers. I hope you like what you see here. It's always changing, so that's the one thing that might be, depending on your perspective, it might be fun because I don't do the same thing over and over. But it also could be frustrating because you never know what you're gonna get. So yeah, it could be 15 minutes or it could be an hour and 15 minutes. All right, what was I gonna say about Paul Miller? Shoot, it's gone. I forgot what it was. Anyway, I think that's it. I think I want to talk to you about Knitty Mats, Christy Glass, subscribers, thank you, NJ Sheep and Wool. Is that it? I think so. Dear God. I think that's it. This is why I should take notes. This is why I should write down notes. So when I get on here and I start talking to you, I'm not a rambling fool. I mean, I'm always a rambling fool, but at least something will help me. Anyway, I'm gonna get going. I thank you so much for hanging out with me today, and look for a video pretty soon. It won't be an episode, but it will be a video. Paul Miller and I had a really fun day today. We did lots of outdoorsy, relaxy, fun stuff. I didn't work today. So, all right. I will see you next time. Yeah, after I get back from my knitting pipeline retreat. Yay! Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you like me. Cool. Ciao guys, I'll see you later. Idiot.